Good day, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino beer review. You have the Manchild, you have the Rhino. We have this beer that was given to us by Average Joe. This is the R&R Coconut IPA.
Coconut?
So,
let me zoom in on that.
What's RIP current?
Oh, looks pretty damn good.
RIP. RIP.
R&R Coconut IPA is a homebrew that was brewed at Stone Brewing Company. Ryan, one of the R's on here, is a beertuber known as StumpyJoeJr. So great that a beertuber has actually gotten his beer made somewhere. He already shot Bobo, he doesn't have to shoot me.
Can we zoom in on it one more time just for him since it is a homebrew dude? Alright. Way to go, Ryan, that's awesome.
So, what do we have here? We have...
Nice bottle.
7.
Looks good.
7.7, is that what it says?
7.7. Wah. Wah.
I'm blind, so I need help every once in a while.
Wah. That's Northern Quebec for yes. Wah.
Yeah.
It's true, it is. Oh wait, you're too much head, Chad.
There's never too much head in life.
Yeah, too much head.
My wife would love to hear that. It's fairly bubbly.
I thought, Ken, you like the head.
I don't.
You don't?
Nope.
Innocent
yes.
done me? Good sir?
Sure. Yeah, I'll take a little bit ahead.
It's a big bottle.
If we're just dishing it out.
It's a big. I can't take that much, Captain. The ship is gonna explode. The shield flux capacitor is overloading.
Smells awesome.
The dilithium crystals are fracturing.
It looks beautiful. I mean, your average IPA color, nice gold color.
It is.
A little bit of head.
It has the hop scent. I don't really
Ooh,
catch
that
the
does smell
coconut
nice.
part. Where's the coconut part?
Almost vanilla?
That's coconut.
Is it coconut? Yeah.
Coconut and vanilla are pretty. Like,
Bit of vanilla,
coconut
yeah.
Cream pie is really coconut and vanilla pie.
I smell a lot of vanilla, I smell a lot of
Okay.
citrus, and that's what I'm smelling. I'm not really getting coconut. I don't know how they did their coconut. I don't know if they took fresh flesh and threw it in. I don't know if they roasted it first, which would lower the taste on it. But really, not much smell of coconut.
Nope.
But
no, sir.
Good,
no coconut.
good IPA smell.
Have you ever had like the straight coconut water milk though?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
It's very
absolutely.
like not the smell you're used to, right?
Average Joe is pretty sure that he toasted it.
Too evil.
Too evil.
Cheers, boys.
You think so?
Coconut. You know what? I vaguely kind of get coconut water out of it. Vaguely.
Yeah. Not flesh, but the actual
It's
coconut
mostly
water.
citrus. Like
Now-
90% citrus.
Here's
No.
what I was holding back. I wasn't talking about it yet. But the only complaint I've heard from people that have reviewed this beer so far is it is very lacking on the coconut. People have argued that it was in the wrong glasses. People have argued it's not been aged long enough. People have argued it wasn't at the right temperature for the coconut to come out.
All right. If you have to fucking like line up planets and stars and comets and asteroids and shit to get coconut to come out, then you're doing it wrong. You know, like that's the way it is.
So it's supposed to be brewed and flavored with coconut. So there should be a lot of coconut on here. You're not really getting a lot of coconut. Can you take that away from the beer? You can only take that away from the beer because it's called a coconut IPA. It's a great IPA.
It is. It's a mild IPA. Well, a little bit more than mild. A medium IPA.
Nice citrus notes, grapefruit, lemon, little tiny touch of passion fruit.
No coconut.
See,
No, that's the thing.
I'm getting a touch of coconut, but like you said, it's like coconut water.
Holy fucking essay on the back.
All Stone beers have an essay on the back. I don't
Like
even care.
I'm not even gonna bother reading this, but like fucking.
Let me zoom in a little
Yeah,
bit
look at-
for people
they're
that want
writing
to
their
read the.
doctoral thesis on beer on the back here.
There's probably something on Spark Notes about this.
Yeah, like it's like fucking out of control. Does that cost more? Like,
It's just, you know what, it's probably just like reading a cereal box when you're not too enthused with what you got. Sorry,
Yeah,
guys,
yeah,
but...
True. I'm not reading that. Usually I'll read something and I'll do it all like dramatic, like penny for your thoughts, nickel brew for your thirst.
Read this part right here, this first yellow, because that's
yellow?
Ryan. That's Ryan's little.
Not the 4th yellow or the
No.
17th yellow, the first yellow.
Yeah, that's Ryan's little export.
On the nose, you get a lot of stone fruit, apricot, peach, nectarine, with the same sweet orange, melon, dried mango, and tropical fruit punch from the hops, along with some tasty coconut sweetness. Ryan Rorschach, Renshad? Winning home brew.
Roshan, I believe.
Reschan.
Well, no wonder you can't taste the coconut. There's 12 other fruits in there, too.
I don't taste the coconut, dude.
I don't taste half those fruits either. But
It's a good beer.
It is a good beer. Tasting is completely and utterly subjective, whether or not people want to admit it. It is, everybody will have a different flavor palette and different experiences.
We're
that
pretty
they-
open to any taste you say that's in the beer. And I don't taste it at all. You know?
I'm not saying we're the ones that would badmouth it. Like, oh
I'm
my
not
God,
bad-mouthing it.
No, no, I'm not. I'm not saying that we're the ones that will go. Oh my God, there's no apricot in this. What the fuck? I'm just saying that flavor, like tasting, is subjective. Whether people want to admit it or not, tasting is subjective. There's no expert tasting. It's what do you taste in it.
So, like, if you go on crystal meth benders every 3 days, you're going to taste something than someone, say, like, your priest at church.
That was an interesting comparison.
Well, obviously they have two different palates. You know?
I hope they have different
The
palates.
guy's fried his sinus cavities.
Two sides of the spectrum, I
Yeah,
guess.
well, that's what I'm saying,
Yeah.
yes.
A little bit of coconut water taste, not coconut flesh at all. It doesn't have the beautiful taste that coconut gives off most of the time. But again, very nice citrusy.
I do
IPA.
detect it. Vaguely. It's like,
Do you detect it because it's there? Or
no, only because they're telling me it's there. It's all psychosomatic. Honestly, it probably is. If you told me it was made with fucking roses, I think I'd taste roses right now. But
It is one of those things where I think if we had poured this not knowing what it was, we wouldn't think there was any coconut
no,
whatsoever.
not in the least.
Because it's such a subtle flavor that I do agree with you that I think we're all looking for it.
Yeah.
We're wanting it to be there. We're imagining that it should be there, and I don't really think it is. Is it a bad beer? No, it's a great IPA. As an IPA, I'd give it an 8.5.
I would give it a 7 for an IPA. It's a run-of-the-mill IPA. It's vaguely bland. It's not super punch-you-in-the-face taste, and it's not subtle. Okay, you know what? No, okay, they got exactly what they wanted. So an 8. I'll give it an 8. They got what they wanted. It's middle of the road there.
What's the price point on it?
10.
$10 for that?
Fuck, man. Just
You know
drink
what?
wine.
There's so many IPAs that if they added coconut, it would be great. And to get a coconut IPA and to not have it there,
You know what? It's almost as if...
you know what?
okay,
Like it's not that I wouldn't buy it again, but it's not what it advertises. 6.5 for me. It's not that I wouldn't pick it up again, but it's not a coconut IPA. Like if Nickelbrook threw some coconut in theirs, it'd probably be wicked. You know what I mean? Like there's a couple like really fruity IPAs that could do something with a bit of coconut.
Not Flying Monkey. What's the other brewery where they make like the super tasty flavor beer? like
the way
cows and pink labels and shit.
The way Nickelbrook did their new IPA with the mangoes, like the coconut would probably complement, but it's not even in there.
Apparently it's $10 in New York, but only about $7 in California.
Well, we're not in California, so $10 is the price point we're talking
Yeah,
about.
Kansas is
Yeah.
basically New York. Really,
It's-
it is.
It's not what it advertises.
fucking
It is good.
Okay.
It's good, but to pick it up, I don't know if I would.
Well, see, if I was rating it as a coconut IPA, I'd have to give it like a 4 or 5.
Well, I have nothing to rate
I would
it
love to,
compared
I would love to try what I imagine a coconut IPA would be. I think it'd be great.
See,
but this doesn't come
I
across as
haven't
what I
had
think it
many
should be.
good coconut beers. I think coconut is a ingredient that's hard to work with.
Oh,
'Cause once you
probably.
toast it, you've taken out a lot of the flavors.
Yeah.
Why don't they just mix
I
like
just-
coconut water right into the beer?
I don't know how it would work. I
You
don't
know,
know.
it'll probably go sour and rotten. Yeah.
But I mean, as a beer on its own, as I said, I'd give it an 8.5. As a coconut IPA, I'd probably give it a 5. It's a good beer. Pick it up if you get a chance. I've heard that the longer you let it sit, the more coconut comes out. But again, whether or not that's actually
You can't
true
age
or not,
beers, man. If you try to age beers, it turns into sludge. Right? It's a fine science to age beers.
You can age certain beers. I mean, aging this, the only thing you're really going to do by aging the IPA is make the hop profile dwindle, which might make the coconut come out. But if that's the way it's going, is they didn't put enough coconut in then.
No, and it's a lack of for advertising it as a
Now,
coconut.
let's step back from the coconut part. Why IPAs? Here's the thing. Okay, I've been doing this review show for a long time. Why do they keep on calling it an IPA? Because they threw a bunch of hops in it? Is that the only reason?
Well, it hits the color profile. It hits the IBU profile, the taste profile.
I think they're trying too hard. Not these guys. People that name all this shit IPA. I think they're trying too hard.
Ready? So
Whatever that
8.5,
means. I give it an 8.
an 8, and in the 6s.
Yeah, kind of in the 6s for me. It's just not what it advertises for me.
Oh.
Like I would want to, like to present a coconut IPA. I would want someone to pick that up as like a non-beer drinker, and I don't.
Who wrote this?
I'm guessing Greg Koch.
I'll give you one sentence. One sentence.
Is that his real last name?
Greg, I'm
KOCH.
sorry, dude. I'm sorry. I just have to do it. This collaboration beer is a celebration of the home brewing spirit and an example of counterintuitive thoughts coalescing beautifully into something exceptional. It's a first year university essay.
Thank you, guys.
No, it didn't start with. Since the beginning of time,
Ergo,
people have been
therefore,
drinking
hence.
beer. Yeah, it needs to start with that.
Just had to throw the dagger in, man. Cheers.
All right,
It's
so
a pretty good beer.